Well, as you know, on this show, we love bringing you attention, at least, to real American success stories. And joining me now, in my mind, is a perfect example. Bernard Hopkins, currently light heavyweight champion of the world at age 49, the oldest boxer to ever win a world title, defend a world title, and by the way, while he was at it, why not unify the whole division? Now, he's training right now to fight Sergey Kovalev on November 8th in Atlantic City. He joins me now. Before we get to the fight, because I think this is your most dangerous fight ever, you know, one thing I've loved about your story, Bernard, you were on the wrong side of the tracks. You went to jail. When you were leaving jail, the warden told you you'll be back. You wanted to prove him wrong. You know, we're in the midst of a real interesting era right now where a lot of people in this society feel like they don't have any options, that they have no future. What would you tell young kids in your old neighborhood in Philly about changing their lives?
That their lives are, I would tell children around the world and in Philadelphia, that their lives are worthy. Their lives are worth keeping, or worth living it out. And these are the things that they have to understand to a point of my trials and tribulations, others, but they have to believe in that. And once you get a child or a young adult to believe in that, they see value in themselves, they will see value in me. And I think that would be a turning point, a point that they got to be reminded constantly by teachers, parents, guardians, whoever they're under of guiding in life. They have to realize that their life is valuable.
But so
and
society,
a lot of us don't think that.
So society's got to play a role. It's not just about looking in the mirror and saying, I've got it. People have to reinforce that. Even the greater society's got to sort of say, you're good, you can be good, and the world can be yours.
We have to, because if we don't respect ourselves and show that we value in our own self and our own community, then others outside will not respect us. And they will look at our lives even worthy or less worthy of even being around. These things is a domino effect.
Let's talk a little bit about the fight.
Yes.
This guy, no joke. I mean, every time I turn on, listen, it's almost like a mini Mike Tyson in the sense that a 3-round fight for Kovalev is a long fight. He's powerful. He's confident. How do you think you're going to beat him?
Well, I know I'm going to beat him in a way of experience and also in a way of knowing the combination of the lock. Kovalev is dangerous. He's a puncher. Every puncher has a puncher chance. But you come a time in your career when you run to a situation where you must bring intelligence along with the things that got you there.
Right.
That is my advantage and his disadvantage.
Right.
And I will exploit that.
Right.
And then I will expose it.
We've seen knockout fighters get frustrated when they fight a real good fighter, and somewhere in the middle of the fight they realize, I can't get to this guy. And that essentially is what you're talking about. Well,
picking that lock and giving him a view or a feeling of never been in a situation. And, you know, punchers don't really have to go into deep water, whether it's rounds, whether it's deep thinking.
Right.
Because they got everything done with a punch. My job is to make him as uncomfortable as possible and make him experience things that he never experienced before. And that's when the unravel of the plan becomes.
I've seen you do this many times. Bernard, I want to thank you. Good luck with the fight.
Thank you.
I'm rooting for you. I've seen you fight in person more than once. Really appreciate it. Hey, guys.